Everyone, and welcome to our live watch long show on Football Talk Podcast. My name is Ozzie, and I'm your host for this evening. The game is set to begin between Aston Villa and Liverpool. Well, Szoboszlai's taking kickoff, and he just hit it at the opponent's defensive half. Weird. I don't know why players do that, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes. It's got a comment here from Ozzie. Says, "Oh, at least your client's on the bench, Ozzie." Yeah, he's on the bench, but I don't know, how fit he is, if he's capable of making any minutes today, or if he's going to be brought on a more of an emergency basis. But let's see what happens. What I'll do now, I'll quickly put up the score, but we'll also have a look at the lineup because as I was logging on, I was watching the lineup come up on the screen, and yeah, it's not our strongest team to say the least. But hopefully, it's enough for us to get the win today. So let's hope and pray that we get all 3 points because quite frankly, it is needed right now. So hopefully we can get that done. So let's have a look at Villa's lineup. So they've got Martinez, Cash, Konsa, Torres, Luka Dean, Rogers driving the ball right now. Oh, first chance there from Villa. Snapshot there from Watkins. Almost scored, to be fair. And in terms of the Villa team, you got Lindelof, you got Tielemans, you got McGinn, Rogers, Bendia, Ollie Watkins. So pretty much the team that we presented in the match preview. But they have a lot of strengths. They've got creative players on the width. Rogers is a dynamic midfielder, and Watkins has scored 5 and 5. I think Jamie Carragher just mentioned earlier in the show. So yeah, it's going to be a tough night. But in terms of Liverpool, Ashvili remains in goal. No Allison. He's not ready to return to first team action. He's not even on the bench. And then you've got Kerkez, Van Dijk, Kanate, Joe Gomez at right back. And then we've got Jones returning to his midfield role, which is a plus point. And then you've got Gravenberch alongside him. You've got Rion Gamoa remaining at left wing, which is fantastic. You've got McAllister in the 10 role. Savo's on the right and Gakpo up top. Personally, I'd go with Jones in the number 10 role with McAllister dropping a bit deeper. I'm sure the two will interchange during the game. I don't really like seeing McAllister in that number 10 role. I don't think it doesn't match his skill set, if I'm being honest with you. But let's see how the team performs today. And in terms of the bench, oh, McAllister almost screwing the ball away there. We've got Vert, Salah, Chiesa, Robertson, Woodman, Trenioni, McConnell. Also, McConnell makes a return to the first team squad after a long time, I think it is. And you've got Ndai and Will Wright as well. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see how it goes. Bro, I actually passed by Villa Park when I took the National Express bus from Heathrow to Liverpool. Yeah, Villa Park, I think it's en route when you do go towards Liverpool. But yeah, it's a big stadium. It's very traditional in terms of how it is. No stadium I've been to. I would like to go there, to be fair. It definitely has a bit of history. But yeah, hopefully, it doesn't seem like the environment is very hostile to it, which is good. I'm sure we can fight in the home crowd if we can get the first goal. But right now we haven't even created chances, so let's see what we can do. Oh, good cross there. Look at Dean. First time cross to Watkins. Van Dijk does enough to disrupt Watkins' rhythm inside the box there. Good turn from Rio. Oh, beautiful turn. Oh, that's definitely a foul there. Buendia dragging him from behind there. Come on now. Rio, come on. Ozzie in the comments says, funny story, bro. We actually had to change buses like about 20 minutes outside Liverpool because the bus ran out of petrol. Apparently, the driver kept going on empty. Wow. That driver cannot be trusted upon Kenny. Crazy. Hopefully, it wasn't a crazy journey after that because if you're having to wait for someone to top up petrol, that's madness. So, yeah, hopefully, it wasn't too crazy for you. Okay, the first time cross. Not bad delivery, but no one at the end of it, unfortunately. Went back to Canate. Palace on the ball. Who finds Szoboszlai on the right? Jones looks like he's playing right wing at the minute. Szoboszlai tries to cross in the danger zone, but cleared away by how I think that was. Also in the comments says, non-football question, Ozzy bro. Do you think in the near future buses or taxis will be AI operated and won't need humans? I know in America, 1 second. Oh, Watkins causing all kinds of havoc right now, but he looks like he's in a bit of pain. Looks like a hip injury potentially. But in terms of your question, Ozan, I can't say for sure, but I feel like I've seen videos in America where you are able to catch a cab or a taxi where it's AI operated. There's no human inside. You literally sit inside and no, it takes you to your destination, which is a bit weird. I think, yeah, it's only a matter of time. You know, AI is kind of taking over the world at some capacity. I was reading something earlier on today where one of the supermarkets in the UK, Waitrose, are planning on having digital price tags when you go into the supermarket. And what's going to happen is that the prices that you see in the digital format will not be static. It will change based on the time of day. So if there's a period of a day where it's busy, just for example, let's say it's after school times, and mums and dads are getting food for dinner. They will increase the price at that time, which is, yeah, it's not ethical to be honest with you. But there's plans of of supermarkets using AI for things like that, which is, yeah, absolutely crazy. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we live in a world where taxis and buses are run by AI and there's no human involved in taking you to your destination. Although I would be a bit concerned if I was sitting somewhere and I didn't see anyone in control of the vehicle. So I don't know. Crazy. Musa, big up Musa. He says score predictions for today. I predicted a 2-1 victory for the Reds in this game. And the prediction I went for was Watkins to score the goal for Villa. I said Villa to score first, and Liverpool to score 2 goals with Szoboszlai and Van Dijk scoring a header from a corner kick, the last stages. So that's my prediction there. Let's see if I mystic odds today. But at the minute, it's all Villa. Liverpool haven't really had a shot on goal. Villa have been closest through Watkins, although he's off the pitch right now. So whether he returns remains to be seen. Jones passes to Gakpo there. Gakpo has the ball but can't turn. I don't know what he's playing, honestly. Ozzie in the comment says, this is why Emery should have started the youth team, risking injury ahead of the. Yeah, to be fair, I feel like, as silly as it sounds, this is a must-win game for both teams because after this fixture, we've got one fixture left. So if they were to lose, as in if either team were to lose today, there's a lot of pressure to win the final game. Oh my gosh, Mamadashvili, what are you doing? And this is what fans want as the next number one goalkeeper, right? The guy does not know what he's doing, honestly. But back to your question. Newcastle have secured Champions League football. You would assume it would be favourites based on how we performed and, you know, club status and all that sort of stuff. But mathematically, Bournemouth can definitely qualify if Villa and Liverpool were to lose both games or were to drop points in the remaining fixtures. So it's a must-win game. If Villa get the win today, there's a lot of pressure on Liverpool to get the win on the final day. But Villa actually face Man City, so they have to win if they want to qualify for the Champions League. Although, having said all of that, if Villa were to win the Europa League final, then it's 6 teams. So I guess we both qualify in that regards. But you don't want to rely on other teams to help you progress in the future. So yeah, I think that's why he's gone for a strong team, and I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. Also, oh yeah, it's called Waymo Taxi, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like it might be that. I don't know the name, but I've definitely seen it online where people have sat in a taxi and it's like a crazy experience. But yeah, they've already got that in America. I don't know if it's if it's in every state, for example. It might be in certain places like in California or whatnot, but it's there. So I won't be surprised if that happens in the near future. Emilio Martinez on the ball. Currently linked with a move to Liverpool. If you believe the rumor mill that he's on the verge of leaving Villa and could be seen as a replacement for Alisson, who's also heading towards the exit door and joining Juventus. Let's see. Good keeper, but I don't know if he's the right quality for us to replace Alisson with. That would be the way I'd look at it. But what you can say with Martin is that he's got Premier League experience, he's Premier League proven, World Cup winner as well, so that helps. So he's definitely a goalkeeper with pedigree, but I don't know if he's still at that higher level, if that makes sense. Also, the comments of what are your thoughts on Xabi potentially going to Chelsea? Yeah, it's a kick in the teeth, if I'm being honest with you. I was hoping that he would become Liverpool coach. But look, if he becomes Chelsea coach, I think even in the near future, it's not going to be a position that he can obtain, in my opinion. Once he's joined Chelsea, I'm not saying you're never going to get a chance to be a Liverpool manager, but I think the ship might have sailed if that ever was to occur. So in terms of the Chelsea move, I'm a bit surprised that he would consider it. I know he wants to manage in the Premier League, but slightly biased from my point of view. I would hope that he'd want to hold out for a move for Liverpool, even if it's not this season or next season at least, or maybe during next season. Who knows? But yeah, it's one of those where we don't even know what the situation is with our manager. If he's going to stay or not. I think from a Chelsea standpoint, if he's given the tools, if he's given the freedom to buy the players he wants, and they're not players are not just being bought from a business asset sort of point of view, then he might consider. But the rumor is that no, he has been approached. They have had early discussions, but he's not interested at the minute. I think he's holding on or holding for some sort of hope that the Liverpool job becomes available because I think he would be one of the front runners for that role. If he wants to go Chelsea, I would be a little bit disappointed because he was someone I really wanted, especially when Klopp left. That was the first thing I thought, yeah, we have to get him based on what he was doing at the time. And if he wants to go Chelsea, there's not many options out there for Liverpool to consider in regards to replacing Arne Slot. But I say that like we are going to replace him, we might not. So only time will tell. I'm just hoping and waiting for the end of the season so we get some clarity. Is Arsenal going to be the coach next season for us or not? Once we know, then we can start thinking ahead. At the minute, I feel like I'm stuck in the mud and just waiting for that announcement to happen. But we'll have to wait for another couple of weeks, I think, at least. Cash. So was that foul? The referee said he got the ball. He did not get the ball. What is he on about? Foul there on Gravenberch. Free kick to the Reds. Oh, nice ball to Rio. Oh, tough was two build in the end. Because he completely killed the ball there. He needed to have it half yard ahead of him. And then he could have gone on and placed the shot towards goal. Rio on the ball. Perkez. Gomez and McAllister. Gakpo's first touch is so frustrating. Literally can't control the ball. And when he does, he doesn't literally know what to do in the next move. So frustrating to watch. I'm concerned in regards to Gakpo because he can't be the backup striker for us next season. Because I was going to say if Isak gets injured, unfortunately, I feel like he will always have some sort of layoff at some extent during the season. If or when Isak is unavailable, I can't have Gakpo as the backup option. Oh, that's a foul there. Come on, ref. He literally clipped him to the ground. Doesn't matter if he's going away from goal, he's still fouled. This referee. Oh, Turquez. And the throw in. Joe Gomez, shoot! Oi, almost. Come on, Konate. It's been 20 minutes or 21 minutes. I don't feel like we've troubled the keeper one bit. So what's that man on? Free kick to the Reds there. Maybe slightly lucky there. I feel like when they actually got the ball, that's how I look. Still gone either way, to be fair. And more so because he came from behind, but pause. That sounded a bit crazy there. Szoboszlai set to take the free kick. Of course, it's not going to be a direct one. But if you can maybe try and get towards the far post, could help create an opportunity there. Jones to Szoboszlai. Nice pass from Rio to McAllister. Van Dijk. Oh, no one can get on the end of that one. Oh, so hey, Ozzie. I said pause. Accidentally, said something that could be referred to the wrong way. But hey, I had to say pause right away. You know what I mean? No intent on speaking in that manner. Joe Gomez. Oh, come on. Terrible pass there. Right, I'm not gonna repeat what I said. Canate. Could Canate done better there? Nah, it's not foul. It's not foul. Gakpo is just not strong enough. He needs to hold off the player there. I just seems so clueless up top. But the thing is, we've seen him play. Oh, slightly different. We've seen him play the false nine role. So he's played as an attacker from a central position. So he should know what the capabilities are. But no, fortunately not. He's been a shadow of himself this season, to be fair. I do worry about the future in terms of having Gakpo in the team because I just don't feel like he's good enough to be a starter. And I feel like a player of his experience and quality to be a bench player might not be right. Look at that. Harvey Elliott on the bench there. Or should I say in the crowd more like. Feel for him. I really do. It's been confirmed that he will be returning to Liverpool on pre-season duty, but that'll just be normal procedure where you report back to your parent club. I unfortunately feel like he will be moved on. I would love to see him stay. Rio in the shot. Unlucky. Decent effort there for Rio. He was right to take a shot in that position as he, created space for himself. Oh. Got a balloon on the pitch right now. Oh, that's really, oh my God, look at that pass. Uh, We spoke about this on our show the other day. I feel like the defenders either forget that Mount is left footed or they just don't know how to pass the ball to a left footed goalkeeper, which sounds very silly, but it could be the case because they're so used to Allison. And of course, in the past, we're used to Kelleher, another right footed goalkeeper, because he looks very awkward on the ball. So was like finds Rio on the left side. Van Dijk, nice pass to Granberg, to Rio, trying to find a cross there. Back to Granberg. Oh! Nah, it's offside. It's offside. Got me excited there. Comment here from Ozzie. It says Harvey would thrive in the Bundesliga or Liga. Ozzie, like Morton's doing. Yeah, do you know what? I'm very annoyed about the fact that we let Morton go. Because the last season that he had with us, he was never given a chance. I know he picked up quite a few injuries, but he was never given an opportunity. I think he played 1 or 2 games in FA Cup, and that was pretty much it. And then he had such a fantastic tournament for the England under 21s. That should have been like, you know what? He still has it. He's got quality there. Let's give him another opportunity. But instead, we cashed in on him. And I think we sold him for like peanuts, like 8, 10 million. Correct me if I'm wrong. And now he's looking like one hell of a player. Like they instantly fell in love with him. Like they were like, oh, like laughing at Liverpool the fact that he gave him away for so cheap. So that was a mistake from our part. And Harvey Elliott as well. I feel like he should have stayed, in my opinion. I think he would have been definitely a valuable member of the squad, where he could have played in different roles. He could play as a number 10. He could play on the right wing. So would have given us great options in those positions. But yeah, it's a shame. I would love to still see him play for Liverpool. If Slot's there, then unlikely to be the case. But in regards to your point, yeah, I think he would definitely thrive in the Bundesliga. Liga will still be a bit difficult for him. It's a very physical league, but yeah, he'll do well there as well, in my opinion. I feel like Bundesliga seems to be the most likely destination on the basis of the clubs that he's been linked to. So heavily linked with the likes of Red Bull Leipzig last summer. Uh, you've mentioned teams like Dortmund or Freiburg. Yeah, those teams could be in the market for that type of player as well. So let's see. I feel for Harvey Elliott because I don't think he deserves it. He probably thought, I'm not going to get first in football here. Let me secure a loan deal somewhere else. And if I do well there, I can sign on a permanent basis there. That's why he went to Villa. Villa, of course, a very much an established club with great history, always competing in the top half of the table. So he thought, why not? Great move, good manager in Unai Emery, who's got great European pedigree. Felt like it was a good fit, but fortunately, just hasn't worked out for all parties affiliated. Ria, Ria needs to pass the ball a little bit. He's done that a few times where I feel like he could have picked out a pass. I know he wants to try and do everything on his own, but he needs to be a bit more alert, a bit more assertive in terms of his surroundings. Ozzie have the comment say, Ozzie, bro, what if young Rio ends up playing with Nigeria? It would be a bad move. I saw the video clip of him wearing one of the old Nigerian t-shirts. Would it be a bad move? You would you would say it would be better to play for England because, of course, England playing at a higher level and have 1 second. Oh, what a shot from Soboslai. Let's have a look at the replay. This is what I want to see more from Soboslai. Oh, had a lot of swerve there. Comfortable height for the goalkeeper. Wasn't in the corner as such. But yeah, definitely hit that ball unexpectedly for Emiliano Martinez. But in terms of Rio choosing either England or Nigeria, firstly, I'll be honest with you, I don't really have too much affiliation with international football, especially England, even though I'm from here. But I don't really have a connection with the national team, if that makes sense. So it just depends on where he's at in his career. If he feels like he's not going to get a chance for England, which I don't think it would be the case. I think the current English setup, they don't really have a lot of limp wingers around, so he should be regarded as one of the next superstars in years to come. But he might feel more appreciated at Nigeria. So I think it would just be down to what he feels. If he feels like he's gonna get more appreciation at Nigeria, then why not? International football for me doesn't really help in terms of his development at the club. Because club football is where you're going to grow, where you're going to develop. International football is just bonus football. That's the way I look at it. So if you choose Nigeria, I don't really have too many qualms, but of course the only concern would be when we have AFCON during mid-season, that becomes a bit of a factor. Otherwise, no, I don't think there's much of a difference in terms of where he goes. As long as he's happy with the move and he is able to showcase his talent to the world and play at the highest level, then he's got to make the right call for his own career. Second from Szoboszlai. Palestine, what is he trying to do there? Mm. Unable to capitalize from that long throw. Also, the AFCON absence is big for me, Ozzy. Hope he chooses England. From what I know, the format or the timing of AFCON will no longer be mid-season, it will be in the summer. I think that's the plan for the upcoming AFCONs in the short to medium term. So if that's the case, then it doesn't really have an impact in terms of where he goes in this scenario. Wasted free kick there, to be fair. McAllister. To Szoboszlai. Oh, Joe Gomez made a good run there. Curtis Jones. I think we're making a big mistake selling Curtis Jones this summer. It's a huge mistake. The club must have some super plan for the summer if they're getting rid of all of these players. That's all I'm gonna say. Because we're letting go of so many good experienced players. I don't feel like you can just buy quality to match them right away. Good pass from Gomez to Granbert. Granbert with the cross. Clearance there. Corner kick for Liverpool. Ozan says, now that the season is almost done, Ozzie, who would give the MVP or player of the season award to? For me, there's only one. I would say yes, Szoboszlai. Without a shadow of a doubt, he is our player of the season. And I don't think there's anyone that comes close, quite frankly. So yeah, Szoboszlai all day long. Deserves to be player of the season for Liverpool. Szoboszlai the corner kick. Oh, was that headed away by Canate? Or they punched away by Martinez? I'm not too sure. Jones with the cross. Gomez unable to get hold of the ball there. And on. There we go. And again. Kirkes with the block. Oh. Yellow card there for Matty Cash. Late challenge on Kirkes. As I said, if 6 or 7 players match his consistency and performances all season, Ozzy will still be in the title race or title challenge, you said. I agree. He's the only player that looks like he's trying, quite frankly, and that's really putting in the effort. The rest, I feel like, for large parts of the season, just look like they're just going through the motions. They're not really doing anything. They're not really working hard or playing with any level of intensity. And it's evident in terms of how we play as a collective. So it's been disappointing this season. No one's really stepped up apart from Szoboszlai. It's a shame. And we've got a lot of work to do in order to get back to challenging for the title next season, in my opinion. Good tackle from Jones. Callister, nice pass. Szoboszlai back to Jones, who's occupying the right wing at the minute. Joe Gomez with the cross. McAllister, I don't know what he's trying to do there. It looked like he went for a header, but ended up hitting his knees. Bizarre way of controlling the ball. Rogers to Watkins. Foul against 3 there. Come on, Liverpool. Got to make that block. Watkins taking too long to release the ball. Pau Torres. Matty Cash. Lindelof to Watkins. Watkins back to McGinn. Rogers the cross. Rather good cross from Rogers. Throw into Aston Villa. My Morgan Rogers wasting time by trying to do shoelaces on the floor. Turns by Canate, I think that was corner kick for Villa. Rogers. Oh, come on. What a finish. I can't even deny it. Poor defending yet again. Liverpool unable to cope with a set piece. And it wasn't even a direct set piece, it was a set piece that led to a bit of build up play. And Rogers not really doing much there. Just found himself in a good position. No one closing him, controls it, finds his spot, and then bang. Right in the corner. Great finish. Look at that. Fantastic strike there from Morgan Rogers. Oh, that says FFS, man. Bro, Ozzie, why does Mohamed actually look so feeble in goal? Man can't spring up fast enough to deflect shots, Ozzie. I'm fuming. Look, I don't rate him. I'm always someone that's a bit more patient and gives people a chance. My mind is set on Mohamed actually. He's just simply not good enough. Not good enough to be a Liverpool goalkeeper. And also, I'm not surprised Villa have taken the lead. And I think they actually deserve to be on top right now because they've been really pushing for a goal. They've tried to create a few chances, whereas apart from the Szoboszlai shot where Martinez made the block, we didn't really trouble the Villa keeper. So on that basis, they deserve credit, deserve to be taking the lead right now. But I don't know. Oh, what the hell, Mamadashvili? What kind of pass is that? So awkward on the ball, hasn't he? So awkward. Musa says, still wonder how this team won the league last year. It's a different team, which sounds silly to say out loud, but we're not playing, or we haven't played with the same kind of tactics that was deployed by Slot last season, because he basically inherited Klopp's tactics and just kept the ball rolling from there. This season, he's completely flipped the script, tried to add his touch to it, and he's been caught out. He's been found out by everyone in terms of what his teams are set up during these games because we're pushovers. We're very easy to play against, and we don't, look like a team that's hard to beat. Whether we're champions or not, we've just been a shadow of ourselves. But that comes from poor tactics, poor management, in my opinion. And I would suggest that he gets his marching orders, but looks like that's not going to be the case. Real good touch there. Cuts inside. Finds Jones. Can he keep it in play? Just about. How long? We've got 3 minutes of stoppage time. Come on, Tielemans, release the ball now. Villa with a free kick. Hoping and praying nothing comes out of this. Again to Tielemans. Tielemans hooks it towards Matty Cash, but he's playing it back to his centre back, and he's gone back to the keeper. So back to square one for Villa. About 30 seconds left. Oh my gosh, Watkins. Oh, I said he's onside, but he's not. He's offside. Why is he continuing to play? Must be booked for that. Why did he continue to play? It was quite obvious that the whistle was blown, and he's offside as well. So look, and that is the halftime whistle, and there's a lot of boos circulating the stadium. But it's not because of the scoreline, it's because of what happened to Watkins at the end where he got a yellow card. But the boos should be headed towards the Liverpool players because right now we are trailing. We are not playing good football at all. Fact, it's been a tough watch. We haven't created many chances. And it looks like it's going to be a long night for us to try and break this Villa defense. But let's see what happens. We'll take a short break. Once we return, we'll watch the second half and hopefully we'll be back in the game in some shape or form. So yeah, grab yourself a drink and a snack, and yeah, I'll see you guys very, very shortly. Hello, guys. Welcome back to the second half of Villa versus Liverpool. Kickoff is set to begin. Villa have just made a substitution. I think they brought on Ross Barkley. I feel like it's for McGinn, but I'm not 100% sure. No, McGinn's right there. But yeah, they've made a substitution. We haven't. Ours is the same team as the first half. As it stands, we've dropped to 5th. Yeah, it's not looking good, is it? Clearance from Van Dijk. That's it. Lindelof off for Ross Barkley. That substitution pretty much signals that they want to try and extend their lead. And you've got a more creative midfielder than a defensive-minded player in Lindelof in the midfield. So yeah, they're gonna try and open us up, unfortunately. But Liverpool need to respond. We have to be aggressive in the first 5, 10, 15 minutes. Try and get that equalising goal, and hopefully the momentum will shift from there onwards. But right now, Villa pretty much still the team with the ball, with the possession. Liverpool just can't get anywhere near them at the minute. Gakpo. Tielemans, lovely pass to Lukadin. Come on, Ashwili, get it. Well read there by Mamadashvili. That's onside as well, so well read there by Mamadashvili to get the ball. Van Dijk to Kirkes. No handball given there. Szoboszlai driving down the right side. Cross. Straight to the keeper, unfortunately. Good turn from Watkins. Gakpo. Szoboszlai. Gomez to McAllister. Went that to Rio. Rio up against Matty Cash. Good turn of pace there. Go on, Rio. Jones. Jones with the half volley. Gomez. Cleared away there. Go on, Rio. Canate. Gakpo. That was a terrible pass from Konate, to be fair. $50 played, still 1-0. I think it's time for Slot to consider some substitutions, if I'm being honest. Okay, got a couple comments there from users. Ozzie, do you like McDonald's or Burger King? Neither. I don't go to any of those restaurants. AR, big AR said, big Ozzie in chat. We need a prime Cafu, Maldini, Rio, Vieira, Gerard, Cava. What do you say? Prime R9 in summer. We need a prime Alex Ferguson in charge of Liverpool. No offense, I wouldn't want Alex Ferguson because, of course, he's a former United manager, so that's not really an option. In terms of the players, that's just fantasy stuff there, isn't it? In this day and age, you don't even get players of that caliber. Oh, Van Dijk! There you go. I did say Van Dijk was going to get on the score sheet. What's going on here? What's going on? Why shouldn't it stand? Let's have a look. Oh, come on. Come on. That is so soft. Oh, come on. Come on. That is soft if they're giving that as a foul. That is not acceptable. Everyone is literally pushing and nudging each other. No, Van Dijk's onside there. The goal should stand. That's all I need to know now. The goal stands. Come on, Big Verge. Let's do it. Now we need to just be aggressive now. Go on the front foot. Try and get the second. Try and get the third. Don't settle for this sort of scoreline. We have to be aggressive because they will want to be aggressive as well. Good pressing there from Gravenberch. Oh, slip there from Rogers. Oh my God. Watkins through on goal. So goal. Is he offside? Oh, I'm not gonna lie. As a striker, you can't be offside there. That is schoolboy stuff there. When you've touched that halfway line, if there is no defender in front of you, you have to hold your positioning there. That should have been a goal for Villa. We got lucky there. Rio shoots. Oh, it's at the post. Paul, guy's useless. Honestly, what is that for play? Take him off. I don't care if he's your son-in-law. What the hell is that? Control the ball and then shoot. Look at that. He's flipping shin there. No excuses. That should have been inside the goal there, honestly. If you're not comfortable in that position, control it and then slot it in there. You have plenty of time. There's no defenders around you. Absolutely useless he is. Yeah, do you know what? That's a fair point. Wally Watkins probably should have got a yellow card there. That would have been a second bookable offense. Oh God. Someone's line slipped. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sabozlai, what is going on? That is awful play. Come on, Sabozlai. You gotta shake it off. Forget about it. No point in feeling sorry for yourself now. It's gone in. It's a goal. I was down in the comments says Joe at moment all over again. I was thinking that I just didn't want to say it out loud, to be honest with you. Considering that some call in the next Gerard, so I didn't want to say it out loud, but yeah. Ah, good pass from Rogers to Watkins. That's a good finish from Watkins. Oh, they're on the attack again. Oh my God. They've nearly made it 3-1. Look at that. Jones and Granberg not on the same page. Oh, Gomez kept him on there. That wasn't offside. Keeper does enough. It's hit his shoulder and smashed it onto his face there. That could have been a goal as well in quick succession. Joe Gomez. Oh, come on, Joe. You can't get tackled like that. Canate holding off the ball. Canate not having a ball. Honestly, I don't think Watkins did anything wrong there. He just held his ground. Canate's just annoyed because he's not capitalized there. Yeah, there's a little nudge on him. Kirkers to Van Dijk. Going back. Jones. Pallister. So what's like driving the ball? Ah, McAllister intercepts. Makes a very clearance. Just not in control, are we? At all. Joe Gomez frustrated. Gets booked there for his strong tackle on Buendia. Come on. This is such a frustrating watch, honestly. Long ball up top. Villa still have the ball. Nah, soft. Looks like Salah should be coming on. Joe Gomez driving the ball. Jones cuts inside. Nice pass to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai first time cross. Blocked by Pau Torres. Corner kick for Liverpool. Come on, Szoboszlai. Corner kick taken. Oh, nice pass from Rodgers to Buendia. Oh, God. Morgan Rodgers to Watkins. Good block by Mamadashvili. Oh, my God. These guys are all over the place. What's going on? Good turn from Tillemans. Oh, that was a strong tackle. Kicked him on the back of the leg. I'm gonna laugh again. She clamped him. Look, watch this. He's got no arguments there. It's definitely yellow. I'm not saying it's a red card. It's not, but yeah, definitely yellow. Chiesa is coming on. Wow. As well as Florian Wirtz, Gomez, and Granberg have been taken off. Why is Gakpo still there? Free kick to Liverpool. So what's that with the free kick? What's going on? Great control from Watkins. I can't lie. Kirkers, great clearance. Come on. Szoboszlai. Lovely through ball from Szoboszlai. Oh, this tackle. Take him off. He's rubbish. Absolutely rubbish, he is. That's nothing on the pitch. And he's earning 200 bags a week. Come on, get him off the pitch. That control from Watkins was exquisite. It really was. Comment from Ozan. Says, Ozzie, how happy would you be if we end up bottling the UCL and end up in the Europa League next season? I would be fuming. No way I'd be happy about that. I'd be absolutely pissed off if we were to miss out on Champions League football and enter the Europa League. That's unthinkable for me right now. Oh, Capco, what kind of layoff was that? Look at Dean. Oh my God. Chiesa's playing right back right now. Chiesa's like, where's the right back? Jones just went forward. Man marking when you shouldn't be man marking, you should be marking the area into the way you're playing. Fair play to Chiesa for dropping back. Oh, looks like Salah's coming on as well. Jones, clear the ball, Jones. What are you doing? Nice pass from Martinez to Matty Cash. Buendia. Oh my God. What a shot from Buendia. Wow. What a strike. What a strike. Crossbar bounces on the ground. Ah, so unlucky. Oh, it actually hit the crossbar and post. Crazy. Ah, I'm gonna forget my Liverpool fan. I'm just gonna watch this as a neutral because Villa are playing some real football right now, especially in the second half. McAllister's on the ground. God knows what's happened to him. Oh, McAllister. Nah, that's embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta stop milking it now. That's embarrassing. Oh man, that's embarrassing. Yeah, he grabbed him up by the neck. All right, but you can't fall to ground thinking he punched you. And he's acting like he's been punched in the face. It was literally like that. It had nothing to do with it. He's holding his eye and he's holding his nose. Behave yourself. Yeah, we have VAR. What is he doing? Nah, we're shit. This team is dead. This team is absolutely dead. All that says TV off. Slot, you have an enemy in me. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words, honestly. They're just too much for Liverpool right now. Liverpool just can't handle Aston Villa. Let's have a look. A goal is a goal. No, that's really the save. Two saves. Honestly, I'm not his biggest fan, as you guys will know, but I can't really blame Mama Dashwood too much there. Even two instinctive saves there, and still no defender around him to help him out. This is embarrassing. How we can keep Scott next season is beyond me. And some will say, well, look, it's the players on the pitch. Yes, but it's the mindset. We just haven't tried to go toe to toe against them. He's finally taken his son-in-law off and brought Mohamed Salah. It's too little, too late now. All that says we're the laughing stock of the Premier League. We are 100%. This is embarrassing. And it's not just the scoreline, it's the application. We're not even trying. It hasn't been end to end. They've just been overly aggressive, overly energetic, and just getting past us with complete ease. We're passive in the way we play. It's like there's a mental block, like we can't just do the extra mile. Looks like Florian Wirtz is playing as a false nine. Salah on the right, Kiers on the left. Wilson says now Stock needs to rethink his decision to stay at Liverpool. Oh, it's not his decision. It's what the owners should be doing. They should be sacking him full stop. Stock's not going to do anything about this. He will happily take that paycheck for next season. As a club, we need to make sure we make the right decision and get rid of this coach because it's just not good enough. Simple as that. But to Jones, who's playing right back tonight now. To Salah. Come on. Salah to Jones. Go on, Verts. Uh, corner kick. Salah set to take the corner kick. Salah the corner kick. Verts. No. No. Gets the ball. Behave yourselves. Salah to Szoboszlai. Back to Salah. Verts. Salah the cross. Martinez as well to get the ball. Also, the comment says, "Will you watch the final game of the season at Anfield, Ozzie?" Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll do the watch along for that game. So yeah, I'll watch it. Of course, it's the last game that Salah will be involved in, so I have to watch it on that basis as well. But no, I'll stick to the schedule and do the last game of the season. So yeah, I will be doing a watch along for that game. Go on, Rio. Go on, kid. You got this. You got this. Go on, Rio. Someone that seems to be fouled there. Go on, Salah. Buen dia. Oh my God, look how easy it went past McAllister there. Is off? Nah, that was off. Good clearance in from Konate and Jones. Good tackle from Jones. Szoboszlai running the ball. Oh, that last touch was a bit heavy. Mm. I was saying, oh, he wants to sell McClass in the tunnel. I'll sell him right now. Forget the tunnel. Right now on the spot. Alongside Gakpo. Both of them need to be gone this summer. Gakpo, for me, it's not even a debate anymore. He has to go. Will he go? It's another discussion. But if it was down to me, I would sell him 100%. Salah, nice pass. Okay, corner kick there. Ooh. Excuse me, Ozan. Ozan asks, how much do realistically we can fetch for him? For McAllister, if the Madrid teams are willing to spend money, we could definitely get about 60, 70 million, I think. I might be sounding a bit optimistic there, but he still holds weight in terms of being a player that fits the style of La Liga. I think we can definitely get a decent amount of money for him. Oh, but I take about 50, 60 if I'm honest with you. Rio to Van Dijk. Chiesa. Do you guys not want to score a goal? What the frick was going on there? Van Dijk just looked like he didn't want to head that ball, and Chiesa was half asleep. Chiesa should have done better there. That's terrible shot. Terrible shot. Hit the first man, and with no power either. I was gonna say 60. Now, bro, people offer 45 max. Well, look, the price can be increased if he has a good World Cup. Because we can definitely increase the stock or increase the valuation based on what he does in the World Cup. So if he has a decent World Cup for Argentina, Carragher's saying no, no. But the Martinez was literally holding on to it for like a minute. That's a good point. He better start in the World Cup. Yeah, hopefully he does. I think he generally does start for Argentina. Of course, it's different. He's not being asked to play, in a more defensive sort of role. He's more of a playmaker for the Argentinian team. So yeah, if he has a decent World Cup, look, I still feel like there's suited out there. I think the likes of Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid, they were linked to him quite a few weeks ago. So they'll definitely be in the market for that type of player. Or just do a swap. They'll give us Schumann. Apparently he's disruptive. I'll take him all day long. If he isn't selected, bro, his career will be on the downside. And thing is, if he's not selected, like even if he plays to some capacity, it will help in trying to get some money out of him. But I just don't feel like he's good enough, quite frankly. And I don't even want him as a squad option. It's come to that stage now where we need to upgrade on him. We need to find physical midfielders that can play that DM role that can handle the physicality of the Premier League. I know McAllister's been there for a few seasons, but he's just he's just been walked past like no business really. What's that? Another football on the pitch? Salah to Jones. No, sorry, to Chiesa. Well, good turn from Chiesa. Jones to Salah. Salah finding McAllister. McAllister doesn't know what he's doing. Doesn't even know where he is on the pitch. Chiesa. Oh, poor pass, Chiesa. Come on. Oh, great bit of skill there from McGinn. He's just got no strength. Like players just get passes with complete ease. It's embarrassing. Oh my god. Absolute shambles. Absolute shambles. Can't believe he scored that. Look at that. That's something we see Salah do it for us over the years. Oh, terrible. Mamadashvili has a good touch on that. Ozzie in the comments says, sack this manager now. 100%. He's lost the dressing room ages ago. Yeah. I'm glad you and I don't live in Birmingham. No, it'd be absolute chaos if I was there. My head is spinning right now. Can't believe what I'm watching today. 8 minutes of stoppage time. There is no way this manager can continue next season. No way. Go on, Rio. Man, that gets a second goal. I'm so annoyed right now. Excuse me for being quiet, but I just don't have anything to say. I'm so peed off right now. It's the result, of course. I'm annoyed with the result, and of course the manner that we played today. But I'm thinking with one eye on next season, we can't have this coach in our team. He can't be managing his team going forward. Them Palace are getting bullied, absolutely bullied. This team is full of passengers. Look, no one chasing, no one trying to close him down. I didn't even realize Sancho was even playing. Honestly. Douglas Luiz, come on. Honestly. Oh, they've just come on, okay. He can score free kicks as well. On a kick. 3 minutes left before the game finishes. It was like nice pass from Salah to Jones. Corner kick. Corner kick taken. Good tackle there from Rio. And that's the final whistle. Aston Villa, Liverpool 2. What a terrible, terrible, terrible performance that was. Oh, I don't know what to say. I'm lost for words. All I can say is credit to Villa. They thoroughly deserved the win. I can't really speak too much positively about Liverpool. Liverpool were absolutely terrible today. Villa, they were worth the money. They were absolutely fantastic today, especially in the second half. They run us ragged. Ollie Watkins in particular, stellar performance from him. Rogers as well. McGinn with an exquisite finish. But yeah, crazy game. And but it's deserved. They deserve to be where they are. They deserve to win this game. And they're going to the European League final with real confidence. So let's see what they do on Wednesday night. Shabika says, Ozzy, can we have a calling show today? Yeah, we'll have a match reaction show in about an hour's time. And I'll have a link for you guys to come on. So if you want to come on and have your say, feel free to do so. I don't want to be on for too long today. So I'll let you guys do the talking most of the time. But yeah, I'm a head lost right now, to be fair. Anybody that bought this man's actually to Liverpool should be arrested. The guy is not worth even a championship goal. He's terrible. But you know that goal where he made a double save? I'm not going to blame him for that one. That's just poor defending when none of the centre backs were even trying to help him out there. But in general terms, yeah, he's not good enough for being a Liverpool goalkeeper. But we'll have that chat hopefully later on today. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to Ozan. Shout out to Musa. Shout out to Dubuque for your comments. Ozan says, sorry, Slot, not you. Ozzy, I will be here on Match Fashion Show. That's fine. we can chop it up. But yeah, we'll be back in an hour. We can talk about the game in a bit more detail. I don't want to speak about it too much tonight, but I'll give you guys a platform to come on and have your say. So until then, take care, stay safe. I hope to see you guys very, very soon. Goodbye.